Hey folks, Trucker Flip here. Hopefully some of you are watching this because you see my other video, my other mental health one. Some funny videos and all, but it's brought to my attention, take this off so we can be more serious here, that this week is Mental Health Week. Well, my opinion, mental health is 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 52 weeks a year. It's something that we need to talk about, we need to share with people. I learned over the years with some of the stuff I've been through. I lost, almost 26 years ago, I lost my firstborn child. She was born at 1 o'clock in the morning. And by 9 o'clock in the morning, doctors tell me, we don't think she's gonna make it. She has 10% survival rate. She beat those odds and all, but to have to make that phone call, I was over an hour away in Philadelphia when my wife was up north at another hospital. I had to make that phone call. That was hard. And for any parent, I don't care, any father had to make that call, tell their wife, hey. Then 3 months later, my dad picks me up from work. This is odd, because my wife picks me up. So I didn't think anything of it because I got done working a long day. On the way home, we're not going home. And brings me to the hospital, like, what's going on? He goes, Mom will tell you. Okay. And I get to the room, my wife's there. And my mom goes, we don't know if she's gonna make it through the night. 3 months earlier, I dealt with this with my daughter. That took a toll on me. That really did. It took a toll on me. Not too long after that, a therapist said deep down that I was trying to commit. I had a bad accident where I ran. I was in a rainstorm / ice storm. Didn't know it was really icy. It was right there at the freezer mark. I hit a patch of ice. Hit a tree. Doing about 40 miles an hour. Thank God I hit the tree, because if I didn't, I'd been over a long embankment and down, and who knows what would happen, and nobody would know I was down there. There's no guardrail. Hit the tree. Car spun around. I flipped onto the side. I slid down the road some. I climbed out and went for help. And a couple years later, I got my CDL. And doing dump trailer work. In one of my videos I explained about this, but I'll get a little more detail where last load of the day, maybe second week on a job, maybe third week on a job, and I rolled a dump truck. I rolled the trailer. A truck went near, over I went. Knocked myself out and all. And that was a lot of trauma. I had my fair shares of, after that, just my wife in and out of the hospital, sleeping in a chair next to her like a lot of spouses probably do. That takes toll on you up here. It does, it really does. And people are afraid to say, hey, I need help. There's nothing wrong with it. Trust me, there's nothing wrong with it. Like I said in my first video, I had enough to say help, I need help, talk to people. Key thing is finding a person you like to work with. Sometimes, don't be afraid to look into hypnotherapy. People think, hypnotherapy is what we see on TV where a person hypnotizes you, makes you do funny things. No. There's many techniques that they use. They study how the brain works and all. About a year ago, this is right now in May, about February of last year, 2019, I was in a bad truck wreck. And I probably talked about it in my first one, but I'll talk about it in this one. But prior to that, I came home one day after working a long 14-hour shift through the night and all. And I take my wife to the hospital. She wasn't right. And she went downhill and started hallucinating and all. And that took a toll on me. End of the year, I was in October of 2018. And then I lost my job. because I was always worried about my wife and all. I made a stupid mistake. Then I got this wonderful job I'm at right now. In February, a little over a month into the job, I was in a bad wreck. My fault. 100% my fault. I'm not going to find excuses. And that took a toll on me. And I was having nightmares, chest pains, cold sweats. Anytime I saw an accident on the road or heard my wife was sick, I would get nightmares and all. But mainly the accident was bad. A lot of times I'd pull my truck over. And I reached out to a friend of mine. This guy's great. He does hypnotherapy. I recommend reaching out to him. Check out his website. He has a lot of neat techniques to help you. Reach out to him. Go to his website. Good friend of mine. I had a bad weekend. Really bad with the nightmares and the cold sweats. I saw a bad accident and it really messed me up. And it was just a bad weekend, I'll put it that way, right? And she's, talked to me all weekend and all, but, talking to her, I was like, I need help. And I reached out to Dion, from him, and I said, hey, can hypnotherapy work on me? He goes, yeah, I can. And I also reached out to him because, he's a fellow trucker too, who I met through Facebook years ago, and because we were playing a game together, and we just kind of started chit-chatting more and more. And I followed him as he studied super hard, as he was working long hours as a driver, and in his free time he was studying his butt off to become a hypnotherapist. And I don't know the other licenses he has and all, but to help people like me. So I reached out to him. He's in England. I'm in the United States, so there's about 5-6 hour difference. I'm on the East Coast, and he says, yeah, I can help you out. And we talked. He goes, you got PTSD. I think, PTSD? He goes, yeah. He goes, post-traumatic stress syndrome. And he goes, you're probably thinking that's people in the military get that, or law enforcement, if they're in a gun battle or something. I was like, yeah. He goes, no. It's any type of stress you see. It could be you become, your third vehicle in line at a stoplight. Light turns green, first vehicle goes. Second vehicle gets in the middle of the intersection, someone blows a red light, wham! And and that can really mess you up here. Or like what I went through, my wife, come home, she's sick, not acting right and all. Tried to convince her to the hospital, she fought me. Finally, she goes, all right, take me to the hospital. And, she fought me and the doctors and all, but I helped keep her calm and all. That really messed me up here. And then, my daughter and accidents and all. It takes a toll. My brother's here, my first responders, firefighters, paramedics, EMTs. We deal with it too. We get PSTD too. And I talk about it at my fire department, being in therapy and all. My one chief talks about it all the time. Nothing wrong with it, folks. Please. If you know somebody, who calls you up, I don't care if it's 3 o'clock in the morning, whatever, says, hey, I need help. Don't hang up on them or give them a hard time. They felt comfortable to call you for help. Someone calls you for help, come running. If you're at work, whatever, find a way to get to them or help them out best as you can, all right? My assistant, my one chief, tells us that all the time at our meetings once in a while. He brings up, if you need help, call me. I don't care if I'm at work, I'm at home, I don't care what time of the day it is. I will find a way to get you help or get to you. All right? Or if you're a person who does need help, don't be afraid to ask. And somebody says, oh, you're weak. Bull crap. You're weak. You're a strong person. You're strong because you realize deep down and up here that something's not right and you needed help before because you were starting to get some awful thoughts maybe, of doing some harm to yourself. Don't be afraid to reach out. Or if you're going through what I'm going through and you're going through therapy, please talk about it. Because maybe the person next to you, it could be a friend, family member, co-worker, might be dealing with some stuff, but they're afraid to say something. But they hear you talk about it, how you're going through therapy or hypnotherapy, and how it's helping you. You know, when I reached out to Dion, he figured it's going to be quite a few lessons. We went through one. And what he did was have me sit back and relax. And picture what happened that day. Picture my accident. That was what was really messing me up. Then he goes, I want you to picture going back, normal speed. You know, going back slow. And he played music going back slow, you know, so, you know. And to the, you know, then he goes, okay, now picture going faster. And faster. And faster. And he would play the music faster and faster. And when I describe it as him helping me, teach me how to reprogram my brain in a way. And tell me, you know, hey, close your eyes. Anytime you grab that steering wheel, you know, think happy thoughts. Or, you know, touching your hand, you know, it's your points. Think happy thoughts. Anything happy, anything positive, all right? It can be, you know, whatever, something happy, you know, seeing a friend, family, son, daughter, whatever, receive a reward. That's a happy moment, you know, seeing them happy. Or you receive something, think of something like that. Or something that funny happened, you know, someone go and get a thing of ice cream and it fell on her lap, and, you know, it just, like, it was funny, you know, because they all laughed or something like that. All right? I've been making videos to make people laugh, smile, because, you know, smiling has been scientifically proven. Smile at somebody. You can change. It's contagious. You can make them smile. Help change your day. You know, just a simple, hey, how you doing today? Or have a nice day to somebody can really change your day. You know, because maybe they're so used to people just blowing them off, and you're some stranger to say, hey, you have a nice day as you walk by, or hey, how you doing? Or just smiling, you know. Or waving to somebody, you know, as you're driving by or whatever, can change your day in a positive way. All right? I think part of the problem is people focus on the negative things in life too much. And we can't do that. We can't do that. Life's too short. Life's too short. You know? Think positive thoughts. Think positive thoughts. You know? I mean, I had a bad experience last week where a driver tried to run me off the road in a construction site and all. And, yeah, I had a few choice words for him. I let loose and all. Then I remember what Dion said. And then all of a sudden, a little angel on my shoulder, you know, little Dion here, saying, Brian, think positive thoughts. And I did. I took the whole incident and reversed it as I'm driving, reversed it in my head. You know, I was focusing, but picture in my head, going backwards, slow, whole thing in reverse. It got funnier and funnier, and pitching the music you play backwards so it sounded like Donald Duck, you know, talking backwards. You know? And it helped. Even that night when I went to bed, that whole incident came up to my head. And I remember what he said, you know, a little voice and a little D on my shoulder here, you know, saying, Brian, positive thoughts. Do what I told you, you know. Picture in reverse. Faster. And I pictured the music he would play, going faster, I'm doing it and all. And I start laughing. So please, you know, reach out to this guy. He has some interesting techniques to help you relax, help deal with things. I'm sure if you know, on this website, you know, you send me an email, whatever, contact him. He'll get back to you. Trust me, he'll get back to you. He doesn't care what time zone you're in. He'll work his schedule with your schedule. Because people like him enjoy hearing how they help someone else out. They enjoy hearing how you're progressing. All right? And here's a tip that, you know, Montel Williams used to say on his show. Because he used to talk about, you know, his MS and all. And if you're not happy with the person you work with, go to someone else. Don't give up. Find another hypnotherapist maybe, or another therapist, someone to talk to. Every 2 weeks I talk to my therapist. All right. Last 2 weeks ago, I was in California, but she's on the East Coast because that's where I live, East Coast too. And I had a 10 o'clock appointment, but I made sure my butt was up by 6 o'clock in the morning. I had time to wake up because I'm a cranky person in the morning. It's for my 7 a.m. appointment. Now, I could have very easily said, hey, I can't make it. I'm on the East Coast. Too early in the morning for me. No, I kept it. Because every time I talk to her and get stuff off my chest, it feels good. It feels good. You know, Dion has always told me, you know, hey, you know, give me a shout if you need to. You know, he works nights, which is nice. And, you know, because of the time difference, you know, I can talk to him. Or send him a message, and he'll get back to me when he's awake. You know, because of the time difference and all. So don't be afraid to reach out to somebody. You know, even if somebody, they'll help you out, walk you through it. You know, finding somebody. Okay. You know, you can reach me, and I'll talk you to an email. You know, that's my email, truckerflip181@gmail.com. I'll get back to you. I'm no therapist. No hypnotherapist, anything. But if you just need someone to talk to through email, I'll talk to you. All right. If you need somebody to listen, if you're somebody that, you know, that, you know, someone comes up to you, give them their shoulder. Don't push them away, because you know what? You push them away, you might not see them again. All right. So, but if you're going through what I'm going through, hypnotherapy or therapy, talk about it. You know, I got my therapy appointment tonight. It's working out great and all. Helped me a lot. Because maybe that silent person, you know, Robert Williams, we lost a great comedian, actor, in my opinion. And what I've heard through the news media was he had some deep issues. And I guess he was afraid to reach out for help. I don't know the whole situation. I'm just a big fan of his and all, but you know, he, you know, took his own life. So don't push anybody away. Or if you do need help, reach out, please. Please, please, please. You know, therapists, hypnotherapists, they can work with you on the phone. You know, I mean, Dion's in England. I'm in the United States. He helped me over the phone. So you don't need to be sitting in the office with them. As a matter of fact, we did it Skype. Okay? Skype it. We Skyped. And that's what a lot of therapy, you know, people who do mental health are doing right now because of this pandemic all over the world. And, you know, people are really stressed out, pushed to the brink, and it's sad. So that's what, you know, but, you know, there's always something in our lives that's going on. All right? So, folks, talk to people, reach out. You know, I couldn't go to therapy for a while because my insurance, it covered some of it. The rest of it came out of my pocket. It stunk. And I got this company where I got lucky. I got great health insurance, which means I don't pay nothing out of my pocket for the way it's being billed. And which was a great relief. And my insurance really promotes mental health too. I've seen commercials for it. So folks, mental health awareness is 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 52 weeks of the year. It never ends, never stops. All right. Sometimes, you know, usually in the fall is the worst for some people. Because you got Thanksgiving, then you got Christmas and the New Year's. And sometimes people really get depressed because, you know, the holidays, they got no money or whatever. I'll never forget this Christmas Eve. And it was back when I had CB in my truck. I was coming out of New Hampshire. I was in Connecticut, and people were talking about this guy was tying a rope to a bridge. And I found out where he was, and I was like, oh, I'm about 15 minutes away. I figured, oh, the cops would be there. Nope, cops weren't there. Don't know why. I regret what I did because he had the rope. He was walking up the embankment. And I guess he was planning on swinging out in front of a big truck or something on Christmas Eve. Or it's Christmas morning. I wish I stopped and maybe talked to the guy. I wish I would have done that.